Okay, let's see. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
This is
everyone. This is
the Tabletop Theater Conversation again.
with Robert and Suzanne.
And this
Hey,
is, let's
Clarity.
see. Oh, now we're in March, and this
Mhm.
is the 2nd of March. And we thought for today's conversation,
Be very fun and interesting.
yes, we're going to interview our grandson, David, whose
David?
birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
How old will you be, David?
Good.
Yeah, you want to say hi?
Hi.
There you go. Yep, you're recording.
Now, what age will you be tomorrow?
16.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, David.
That's a monumental
That is huge.
mark. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
You look very... David, we must say, is a very handsome 16-year-old.
That's true.
David, you're going into the more regular school system, and you're taking... You want to tell us about how it's going with the different subjects, how you like them with creativity? Or your feelings about it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, like, on the blue days, there's art for me, which was fun. It's fun to, like, draw.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And what are you drawing in it?
Oh, I draw, like, I think it was, like, a Delirium and Isaac. I drew that.
Uh-huh.
I drew, like, a cool beast or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I don't think our audience knows what Delirium and Isaac is. You want to explain that?
Oh, okay. Delirium and Isaac are two things. One is they're both characters from the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, the game.
Uh-huh.
Video.
It's a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Delirium is one of the final bosses, and Isaac is the character you play as.
Okay.
Oh. And so those are the characters you drew. Was it this today or this week? That you're...
The other week.
Another
okay.
week. Okay. So you like to draw things from video games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you know, there's a new movie that's coming out. The Tom Holland, who was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's doing a movie of Uncharted. So a lot of things are coming out of games, like and comics, like all the
superheroes came out of comics. So.
Yeah, I think it's quite valuable.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So, what else are you doing in the art class?
Oh, well, we did a little rotation again about a German artist that when he hears music, he can see colors.
Ooh.
Probably you guys would know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who that is specifically, but that's really
That
neat.
sounds fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and what have you especially liked about it?
I liked about the drawings.
And the character, the whole thing of the man who has that happen.
He was an artist during World War I.
Uh-huh.
And he kept on basically going back from Germany to Russia over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well,
because he had to flee to Germany, then he had to flee back to Russia, and it was kind of rinse and repeat until he died. But
oh my goodness, that's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, artists have to be brave sometimes. They have gifts that are different, and people don't always understand them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I think it's wonderful you're studying about that.
Yeah.
Have you thought it was interesting?
Yeah, I just think it was interesting about how he can hear music and then see colors.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah. It's some type of disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Basically what happens whenever you, like, hear, like, loud music, I'm guessing, you see colors.
Wow.
And you have that happen?
What?
Have you had that happen?
Oh, no. No. We weren't, like, impersonating him. We were, after when she told us about him, we wanted to kind of, like, impersonate him by drawing, like, shapes, like a circle. And squiggly lines and long lines. And then you have your own piece of paper, you do that, and you pass it to the next person when you edit theirs. for like a couple seconds, then you keep doing it until there's a full rotation, almost a full rotation.
We used to do that in our art class.
Yeah, remember? When we collaborated?
Yeah, we collaborated. And we even did it with adults. They got kind of irritated.
They weren't quite, they were a little more rigid.
Y'all were much nicer about that.
More flexible.
They really resented someone marking on their mark. Oh, gosh.
Now, your art class, is this something that you do every day, or is it just some days of the week?
Every, there's a blue day and, white day system.
Uh-huh. Oh.
So today is, I think, was a white day, so tomorrow will be a blue day, which is the day with art class and all that.
Okay, I got it.
Now, are you still taking piano?
Yeah, I'm still doing piano.
Oh, cool.
How's that going?
Kind of well. It's kind of slow, but eventually I'll get into the rhythm. But.
Yeah.
Well, it is kind of at first daunting because it's slow. You know, you have to learn the notes, and it feels kind of trivial at first because you don't hear any great songs or anything, and it does take that kind of getting through. I imagine you're in that space.
It's like when you first learn math. You got to learn all the numbers first to be able to do more.
Yeah.
No.
But David, some people are gifted where they don't even have to know how to read the music. They can play the music. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. And actually, a lot of musicians were able to do that. But they could hear the music, and then they could interpret it down onto paper as notes. But lots of them heard the music. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people can... Well, your Aunt Christina? She can hear a song and then just play it.
Wow.
I
know it.
I wish I could do that.
Oh. Yeah. So if that ever starts happening, don't fight it. I think it's a wonderful gift. Yeah.
Now, what other classes are you involved with right now?
Oh, well, I'm involved with coding and Photoshop.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite creative.
Coding is, it gets a little bit hard to think because of challenges, you have to, draw this grid, this 3x3 grid, with 22 lines of code, which is harder than you think.
I imagine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't solve it today because it was just too puzzling.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you like things puzzling?
Well, not too puzzling to the point where it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's mostly what I feel like in school, but when I play games or something, then it does feel puzzled, but eventually I can figure out rather than me almost never figure out because I'm at school and it's boring. So.
Yep, it can be.
Because
I could just come back to it another time, and then once when you get the hang of things in the game, you're like, okay, now I can do this.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
That is so good. That's really good. You just learn a little differently. And it's those people that learn differently that actually are the great inventors.
Mm-hmm. Those are the ones that contribute new things all the time.
They said Einstein that he was stupid when he was in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent home notes to his mother that he was stupid.
They were a little bit wrong, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Thank God he could see things differently.
Yeah.
And I was worried at first about you going to the regular school because I love the way you see things. Mm-hmm. You do see things differently. Like someone that sees color or hears color and sees music. You're kind of like that in a different kind of way. And it's unusual, and it makes one see things differently, and you go different routes, which is, I think, what the world needs right now. We're in too regulated a school system that we're all looking at everything in the only way, and we can't find enough new answers. So I'm so glad that you are the way you are, and that you are making it through this system, and you're finding the things that you can work with. Which is really part of what you are like. It's unusual. Lots of people have to have rules, and if they don't have the rules, they don't know what to do. Yeah.
And you're inquisitive enough, which shows up in your game playing.
Oh, yeah.
Where even if there's something you don't understand, you just keep at it until you figure it out. And like you said, you kind of go and it's puzzling, but you go through and all of a sudden you go, aha, oh, that's what that is. And then you just take off.
So you're a problem solver.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very
problem
inventive.
Solving is exactly what that is.
There's not a lot of invention actually allowed in the regular school system. Everything is by rote, by books, by rules, by time zones and everything. And so I'm glad that you waited a half a year before you began this. That I think that that kind of happened with your older brothers, Daniel and Ethan. And I think that in a way, then they were able to find the rhythm of that system, not lose themselves, but they could beat it. And I think that's what you're doing. You're doing it creatively. You're mostly in creative classes that can become inventive. Yeah. So are you? What else are you taking besides the music and the art?
No. Well, the other one is Photoshop, but that one is fun. Well, right now it's really complicated though. Photoshop is complicated.
Yeah, oh, it is. But that's a good combination: complicated but fun. That helps.
Yeah.
We have to use. Don't you use Photoshop, Robert?
Some. Now there are apps that do a lot of things. Which is what the coding is about. People coded things that were difficult and then put them into apps so that you can have filters and things like that that make it easier. But you're like a car mechanic. You've lifted up the hood of the car and you're inside the engine tinkering around with it to see how it goes and how it works. And that's kind of what the coding is and what Photoshop is, because it's a complicated system, but boy, it's a good way to learn stuff.
Well, do you like to tinker?
Maybe.
Well said.
I know this year when we first started out and you came to classes at our house, I love that you did a lot of tinkering.
Yeah, with the puppetry.
Yeah, puppetry, and then with music, you and Christina.
Yeah, adding those soundtracks to what we videoed. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So you're combining these different layers of creativity to create an event that you could watch and hear. Now, okay, so you have art, and you have Photoshop, and you have music. What else do you have?
Well, I have, what was it called? U.S. history.
Okay.
It is really easy, though, right now, because rather than talking about something that happened so long ago, we're talking about something that happened just recently about Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's
so you all are even at school are following the Ukrainians.
Yeah, we're following the Ukrainians.
Yeah. They're very brave people. We are too.
Yep.
We are following them and sending
hoping
them
for the best.
Putting online a lot of the imprensio patterns that we do, because in a lot of ways, when you put things on the internet, on the line, whether everybody approves it or not, it does travel. It travels through time and space in that way. So it's a way to reach those patterns, have those patterns reach out into the world to help, like, tinker, resolve things that have not been able to be resolved.
Yeah.
And
something that seems complex and hardly able to figure it out or how to manage it or help it. These patterns do that.
How do you like the people you work with at school?
Hi. What was that again? Sorry.
That's okay.
Was that one of your brothers?
Yep.
Are they trying to get in on your show? We will have one with them too.
Yeah.
But this is your show.
This is your show.
We're going to have a show with the brothers. Anyway, how do you like the people that you're working with at school?
Yeah.
Well, There's no one really, just Takuma and these twins.
Oh, you're in the class of twins? And you have twin brothers? Huh.
Well, no, I mean, like, at lunch, I usually sit with them and all that.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, did you know them before?
Yeah, well, only one, which is Takuma, but I didn't know those twins.
How did you know Takuma from?
Raleigh School.
Oh, he went
at Raleigh. Is his mother the one that does all the, has a wonderful restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember him.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was one of your friends. That's very nice. Well, his father used to run a radio station that that Robert and I used to do called
the Creative Life Show.
The Creative Life Show. We had a radio show
on
the
WRFR.
year before you all came.
Yep.
You know, as little babies here.
Babies.
For a year, we had a radio show called The Creative Life, and it was on Takuma's father's radio public radio station. And we did it for a whole year, and we did it every single week, and we did it for an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have recordings of it, and we listened to them a lot. They were really, really fun. And then after we stopped having them, it wasn't too long that you all came.
Yeah.
You were only 3 years old. You were very little.
He's tiny.
So glad. Well,
now here you are. Tomorrow going to be 16. Oh my gosh.
Tomorrow you're going to be 16. That's just, I can hardly. How does it feel becoming 16?
Good. It feels good.
You're ready to embrace that.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
He's ready.
I can see you stepping up to that a lot this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Really starting to step up to that. That's kind of a big ladder, really. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now, are your other friends, your twin friends, are they your age? Are they in your class?
No.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, how old are they?
Ethan and Daniel?
No, that's the twin?
I thought you were talking about, never mind. Only both of them are in one class, which is Earth Science.
Oh, Earth Science. Oh, you do Earth Science, too. Cool.
Oh. Well, what's that about, Earth Science?
Well, it's about, like, weathering and carbon, carbon cycle, stuff like Earth stuff.
Okay,
oh, my gosh,
cool.
that sounds
very
interesting.
Very scientific.
Yeah, do you like that one, too?
Yeah, I do like that one.
Oh, what is it you like about it?
Some of the stuff I already know, because of my online school, which was a disaster, but at least kind of helped.
It kind of helped in the
Oh, that's so fun.
I love it how you say that.
That would be a disaster for most kids. Let me tell you, you were trying to do that a lot by yourself.
Yeah.
I thought it was very brave.
It's very noble effort.
Very noble effort.
Yeah.
I think it gave you a little time.
Yeah.
And I think that little bit of time makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. So, do you like the teachers that are teaching you?
The teachers? Yeah, I like them.
Are they exceptional, average, or terrible?
No, they're just, all of them are good.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. Smith, though, is more like is really good. He is a good teacher. I heard even down talk about how all children know at that school that Mr. Smith is a good teacher.
Uh-huh. Now, I missed which one.
He's the one you're talking about. He's a really good teacher.
Yeah, but I missed which one he...
But he's not the Mr. Smith on Matrix, right?
No.
Not that Mr. Smith, okay. Now, but I did miss... Okay, so Mr. Smith's a good teacher, but what subject did he teach? I missed that part.
Earth Science.
Oh, he is Earth Science. Oh, good.
Oh,
okay,
it does sound fun.
Yeah.
It does sound fun. I think it'd be... You have some really interesting things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have math also this year?
Math?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a math lab where I just do math on my own.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's very nice.
Was that...
next year I'm going to be doing actual, like, algebra and all that, but this year is kind of a year for me to keep up and learn.
Cool.
I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Gives you a little room.
Yep, it does.
And everybody needs room with math.
Yeah, everybody. Boy, I did. That was not. I did okay up to a point.
Oh, it was all those apples and oranges. I tell you, then when the blueberries came in, just went over the top.
My problem was I kept eating them and they kept disappearing. I had to subtract everything.
Did that happen
You're not
to
allowed
you, David?
to do
that. Did that happen to you? Did you get over vegetables?
Well, it basically did at Riley School where I just forgot everything. And so, and the forgot everything that still carries up to this day.
Oh, dear.
I remember a lot of things, but those things I learned back then were really important, so I just forgot them. And not only that, but I also lost my skill for some reason, because I was really skillful, and I would do, like, these quizzes really fast.
Yeah,
for some reason, after summer vacation, it just, boom, it all disappeared.
Well, I remember when you were in early years that you were really an absolute genius in math.
Yeah.
I want to know where that guy went.
Yeah.
Genius in math. I mean, they don't leave usually.
Yeah.
So
he's around somewhere.
He's hiding someone there under a frog pot or something in the garden.
Yeah.
You could sometimes lift up the frog pot and see if he's under there and talk to him.
I think what you'll have to do is in your dreams you'll have to go find him and bring him back.
He was amazing. I think.
And you just say, when you find him in your dream, you just say it like this: "Get back over here, please," and he'll come.
Yeah, I think he's really just hiding under all. You have all these puberty hormones going on, and it's enough to scare any math genius.
That's true.
So maybe
probably after like vacation though, I kind of just forgot all math because you know how kids are when they go to vacation. They just go like, let's forget everything.
Yes, and you really did, huh?
Why does that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, it's built into the system, I guess.
Wow.
Somehow.
Wow. Oh,
well, congratulations that you forgot it, because now you'll find something else.
Yeah, maybe better.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
Yeah.
Well, how do you like having the hopscotch back in your territory?
Good. He's just sitting up here on the perch and just like watching the driveway and the road, barking at anyone who comes by.
Yes, he's such a good guard dog, isn't he?
Oh. Well, I think you should give him a bath before he comes tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He does. He's due for another visit, isn't he?
Yeah, he's come. We're picking him up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll miss seeing you when we pick him up.
Yeah, you'll already be
or we have
school.
to get up very early.
We're not going to get up that early.
Oh, my gosh. We've been having trouble sleeping at night.
Yeah. Our sleep cycle is really off right now. You know, we're up at 3 a.m. and then go back to bed at 6 a.m. and that does not make for an easy time.
12:30.
I know, we've never done this until lately.
I think we've become juvenile delinquents.
See, if you get old enough, you get to be juvenile again. So it just happens.
Well, I'm glad to hear you have some friends.
Yep.
And that you have teachers that you like.
And that you're enjoying yourself.
And you're getting...
It's not terrible.
You have a lot of creativity. But what else would you like this year?
Yeah.
Oh, what else I like? Well, if anyone is interested in bones out there...
Bones. Oh,
okay. Listen up, all right?
Yeah.
Well, don't go this place. Never mind. Don't listen up. But this place is only acceptable for Riley School children.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And have permission to go back there.
Oh, gosh.
Over the graveyard, there was something really interesting happened.
Oh.
Was it a mummy?
There's like a path to like the graveyard. And when you get there, when I was walking there with Daniel, we saw like deer fur on the ground.
Oh.
Ooh, was that when you were doing your...
Something died here.
Yeah.
Was that when you were doing your bone hunting that your mother put pictures of?
Yeah.
Gosh, that was real.
So you found part of a deer?
Yeah.
Part of it.
So when we got there, we just found a bunch of deer fur in like one pile, and then some bones. No, sorry, phlegm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, get rid of that before tomorrow. and don't spit on the dog.
Oh. So then after that, when I was walking around, apparently Gail and me were really dumb because we walked basically around or whatever. We walked past a deer leg.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Leg of a deer. And
Did
then
it
there
have
was
a
another
bone?
Yeah. It was a bone and then the hoof was there. And
oh my gosh.
I have it in my backyard right now, and I'm waiting until spring so I can bury it.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Are you the one that's been bringing the deer foot over to the yard and stomping it in the snow?
Oh, yeah, I just put it in the snow.
Yeah, somebody stomped a deer.
You don't want hopscotch chewing on it. You need to.
Oh, don't worry. He hasn't been out there yet because the fence is actually broken. So
okay.
He can't get there anyway.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, he's such a wild.
That other snow hurricane, it kind of broke the fence.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, that was a lot of wind.
Huge.
It blew our greenhouse, all over the place.
Yeah. Both.
Yeah, it's really big.
And then it wasn't just a deer that I found too. I found 2 bird wings. And
oh wow!
Oh my God. Why do you like bones, David?
Yeah.
Why do I like bones?
Why do you like bones?
Well, because I'm more out for the skulls. But and along the way, I just find these bones, and I'm like, well, might as well take them too.
Yeah.
Well, why do you like skulls?
Well, they just it looks so cool. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why is it cool? What's cool about skulls?
Yeah. What makes them cool for you?
Just that they look so different from the animal it came from.
Oh, that's interesting. What?
A deer skull looks nothing like an actual deer because it's just most of the stuff you're just seeing on the deer is actually just muscle and all that.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like the deer without the mask.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
so
trees
interested
without
in things that are under things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The structure. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, the structure.
Yeah, that's when Suzanne said that. Of course, we all like trees, but she also likes them when all the leaves are off because then you can see the shapes.
They're very skeletal
of all
looking.
The branches and how beautiful they are. And it's kind of like that with the skulls. I can see that where that's what's underneath everything.
Do you like the trees when they're bare?
I do like trees when they're bare because it makes them look spooky and looks like they're dead.
You're so funny.
I think David's very interested about things after life.
Yes.
After the dead. After they're dead and they have another life.
Oh my gosh. Well,
you've been that way ever since you were little.
That's true.
Remember the Day of the Dead festival, how you all loved that?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah.
And all the characters that were kind of ghostly.
Mm-hmm.
You always loved those.
Yeah. Even when you're little.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wonder why you're that way.
Good answer.
Yeah, sorry. Why am I that way?
Uh-huh.
Well, I kind of like this spooky part because I spent way too much time on the internet, so I kind of saw a bunch of things one of them, one was obviously horror and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Very spooky games.
Yeah.
And then eventually, when I kept on getting scared, nowadays when I see what's about to happen, I'm like, let me guess, there's something coming. There's a big spooky clown that's about to jump out, and indeed that happens. But
oh, that is funny. You're always looking for it. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
So you like the spooky?
I can expect when it's about to happen.
Yeah.
You like scary?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember when we were kids, we couldn't wait for Friday night horror shows.
Uh-huh.
Then they scared us to death. They did me.
Running out of the room screaming. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Those kind of things.
Oh.
I remember I went to to the blueberry place. I forgot, blueberry camp, or I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah. I remember something.
But it was some place where you can walk through this horror thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, for Halloween.
Yeah, for Halloween. It was really cool. You like walk through and all these students and all these like kids would try to scare you in like these spooky costumes.
Oh, that.
The funny thing about it is that two people, which we knew, but I'm not going to mention them, which we knew, they were a couple or whatever. I don't know. They both decided to walk ahead and basically trigger all the scares. So I just walked behind and nothing scared me throughout the whole entire thing because they triggered them all.
Oh, spoilers.
I hope next time that does not happen.
Yeah. You'll just have to say, "Excuse me, I need to walk in front of you."
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wow.
That is very fun. You've always loved that. I love that about you. I mean, I was I don't like to get scared, but a part of me does.
Yeah.
And when I was a child, I was like that. Yeah.
Well, I must say, we're coming right upon the half-hour
So, your
mark.
birthday, what are you planning?
Yeah.
Well, I was planning to go into the movie theater, which I think will still happen.
Mm-hmm.
But since Moonfall was going to be out of theaters, I had to do it. I had to do it on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Not Thursday. It was Tuesday.
Oh. Okay.
So, but I remember there's like a free pass because if it's your birthday, you get to go in the movie theater for free along with anyone else that comes into.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool.
That's very
cool.
nice thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what else?
Well, since I couldn't think of anything for my birthday again.
Yeah.
And also I missed like one Christmas present because I couldn't think for my last what do you want category.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna on Saturday. We're all gonna go. I mean, all of us are gonna go to Target and buy my presents from there.
You've been asking for that for months.
I've been telling my mom, hey, can we go to Target? And she says, sure. And then a month later, oh, you missed the Target, the spot we were going to go when we were going to go. Oh, sorry, this time I'll do it. And then another plan happens, and we happen to not do it.
I know. I've been very bad.
Like
I encourage your mother not to do it.
It's going to be like an almost like, oh, yeah, certainly. We will definitely go to Target when we are going on our way to.
Why don't you just order it?
You should go online and you don't have to wait.
The things that there's so much stuff, it's better just to walk into the store and just find it rather than...
He likes
to
you don't know what you're going to find, and that's the problem. If you just don't know... Like, imagine a teddy bear, but you didn't know it yet until you had to walk in.
Yeah.
So if you just try to search up, like, the specific thing, you wouldn't know it would be in there.
Well, I can see that. I guess you are a bit of a hunter-gatherer.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really true.
Well, that happens to the creative folks.
You do get that from us.
Yep, it's in the lineage.
Yeah.
It's in the lineage.
It's part of the creative life.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. So, that sounds fun. It's like you have that planned out. And are your friends coming over Friday, like Devin and Donovan?
It's going to be Saturday, but they're coming over.
They are coming. Good.
Oh, and Nathaniel, is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming too.
Well, I think that's very generous of you.
Yes.
Oh, God, that's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, honey. Well, we're going to send you a sack. A sack of surprises for your birthday.
Yeah.
For when you have your party. So we're in the process of that. And then
we're gathering that
when
up.
you all gather.
Like the party on Saturday or like the birthday party.
I thought, when's the birthday party? Is that Thursday or Friday?
The birthday party with all the friends is on Saturday. My birthday is on like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're not having friends on Friday. You're going to have them on Saturday. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll probably
send
this
party is going to happen with everyone.
We'll be sending it over for your family birthday
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll give it to Puppy, and he can bring it over to you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just kidding.
He'll be a little sled dog.
Yeah, he'll be a little sled dog. Well, it's been so fun. Is there anything you would like to say else? on Tabletop Theater?
Yes.
Conversation?
Well, I think there is like one thing.
Okay.
Which is,
what is it?
Which is that the other like day, I went to Donovan's. Oh, well, no, it was on the weekend. The other weekend. I went to Donovan, my friend's house. And we played Nick All Stars Brawl, which is like a Nickelodeon brawl game. I remember Donovan. Fine. Let's just reveal his name. Why not? You get popularity from that.
Yeah.
There will be a channel called Blues Clues. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not real, not fake. But
right.
Anyway, back with the thing I was talking about. So I went to my friend's house to play Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. And Super Smash Bros. I have a way of playing, which is really campy, and quote from my friend himself that somehow in this game David has got more annoying. Because I am Garfield in that game, and I just throw pies. I just spam pies. I just throw the pie at the enemy and just run around.
Oh, that's part of campy?
Yeah, because...
and then after a Nickelodeon Brawl, I decided to play... I decided to help Donovan with a rage game, since I played it before, and I was a master at it.
Wow.
So he couldn't defeat, like, one boss, and then I defeated... And then once when I was there, we defeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a big difference.
So now all he has to do is just defeat 2 more, and he's good.
Oh, excellent.
Or at least I think it's 7, but I can't count right now. But I can't count, but that'll take a little bit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, so you helped him out a lot.
And the rage game is Cuphead. Is no one there?
Yeah,
it's Cuphead. That's a great name for a
game.
game.
Cuphead is meant to look like, like old cartoons back then? Like Disney cartoons?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like good old Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, all that.
Yeah.
It's meant to look something like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Interesting. Look.
It takes that art style and makes it into a rage game.
Oh my gosh. So all those campy things are enraged?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's scary.
A rage game is where it's a game that is meant to be hard, but eventually you'll master it and all that.
Oh, so you become ragey trying to get past it.
Yeah.
Oh, you get enraged as you're playing the game because it's hard.
Yeah, it was hard. I remember that I got banned from the game because I was getting really angry at one point. And then a year later, I just decided to go like, might as well beat it, and I beat it.
Oh my god!
Very good.
Because maybe this is the rule has the suspension has been lifted. So that's when I decided I might as well beat the game.
Yeah.
Well, I think Putin should take good advice from that.
Friggin' scary cat in his bunker.
Yeah, really.
Very scary.
Oh.
Oh,
well, thank you for this has been a real good interview with you, David.
It was fun.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing so much with us.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again another time.
Yes,
okay?
We noticed that your voice is becoming very
16. Yeah.
Dropping down.
Yeah.
It's very handsome. It's a good voice.
Yeah.
Good speaking voice.
It matches you
perfectly.
Oh,
honey, it's nice to at least talk to you. We've missed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we will see you later. And thank you for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for doing this. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We had fun, too.
We had fun. And we're going to put this on we have a place on our
website
that's
so we'll send it to you.
For Tabletop Conversations.
And you can listen to it.
And so you'll be one of them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll talk to you later, David.
All right.
And thanks for being a guest.
And thanks for answering the phone after Daniel gave it to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of in the shower.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good place.
But luckily I got out and I I was in the middle of drying myself and all that.
Aww. We're so glad you were nice and clean.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not as much.
Yeah, we're silly.
Okay. I love you, hon. We'll talk to you later, and
too.
we'll be telling you happy birthday tomorrow.
Okie doke.
And sending you some love things.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you. See you later.
Bye, Guy.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, that was a lovely conversation with David.
Oh, it was.
And very fun and a bit different for people that are listening into the tabletop conversation, but it's all about the creative spirit of all ages.
All ages and how they problem solve.
Yeah, how they navigate
and
this
how do
life.
very different people, young people, these indies make it in the world, and they have to slip and slide through everything.
They sure do.
In order to get to the home place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their internal home place.
And David has, he is wonderfully magical. He's a wonderfully magical person.
As you're listening to this, David, it's true. You are.
He really is. He did a piece of art that was so magical in Raleigh that they, all the teachers told him he was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he'd ever had that happen. And it was a remarkable piece.
It really lifted his sails.
Took a piano all apart and then made it into a wonderful art piece. It was just, you looked like it could just, it had legs and looked like it could just walk and talk.
I know. It's quite incredible.
Cool. So cool. But he's done lots of magical things, and he loves puppetry. And we did some of that this spring.
We sure did.
With him. Did puppetry with him. We did sewing with him. Christina did music.
Yeah, he's created his own soft sculpture dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
Really interesting, very unique characters from...
And with Christina, they created their own music.
Yeah.
For videos. He learned how to do that, and he was very good, very comfortable with that. And then Robert and I were gathering different kinds of puppetry. We love puppetry. He does too. And he's extremely magical with it. And we were just so thrilled to be able to have that time. And it's just like the pandemic just kept pushing in and pushing in.
Yeah.
And then when we came the time that all the other guys started, trying to keep up with the COVID guy. It was like, it became too hard for us to do it.
Stay in a bubble.
Stay in the bubble more. Because we wanted then the children, they're just a street over, but they need the freedom, even in their bubble, to join with other bubbles.
Yeah.
And they're vaccinated, and so that really works good for them. And we have really enjoyed the quarantine for ourselves.
It's given us time and space.
It's given us creative time and space and community. And so we found other creative ways to interact and be with our grandchildren, and a lot of things outside. A lot of things outside that we all did. Dinners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All kinds of fun. But David he's always been magical.
Truly.
And Papa and I have always, he's been very endearing.
Yeah. So, David, thank you again for being
David.
a guest today. And you'll be hearing this on the recording. But we really appreciate you and love you immensely.
Yeah.
And very proud of your spirit.
Yeah.
We're
really gradually going to be doing interviews with the women of the Alchemical Read that we work with, and that we are all been kind of separated, but we do a recording every week for them, all of us, and then also with our grandchildren.
Yes.
And seeing how they're doing. So individually, getting to hear from them.
So thank you for joining us for this tabletop conversation, and we will be talking to you soon.
Yes, very soon.
Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, we're going to do a Classroom Square perspective.
Oh, that's true. That's coming up.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, so long for now, and we'll see you next time.